It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap. As it'll be the New York Jets taking on the LA Chargers. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They started on the ground with Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Ray.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. His throw incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
To the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. Back deep for the Jets, Mecole Hardman. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing is Rodgers. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 60 yards. And the Jets will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That is caught by Lamb. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it.
They'll run with Hall. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
They'll look to run with Hall. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert now. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give. Eckler running to the right. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Jermaine Johnson able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different protocols. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I think it's safe to say they've made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. In motion right, that's Hardman. Rodgers now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. Now Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by David Long. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Baylor Tigers.
Eskridge, the man in motion. Herbert. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Through the middle of the field. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try. There he goes left side. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
59.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. A misconnection there, and he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
Hey, 626.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Second and 7. On play action. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. And they'll run it here. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Get 300. Get 300.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Running left, it's Hall. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Rodgers to throw on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Ruckert from 10 yards out. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you? And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kalijah Kancey able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground. Hall. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Rodgers. This one finds Wilson downfield. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers, a free play. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. It's Wilson on the option. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Zach Wilson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Jets continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Chargers 12,
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Final minute now of the third quarter.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and give it instead to Eckler. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And now they're in the hurry up. On first down, it's Herbert. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
88. Jumbo!
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Straight ahead is Hall. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Rodgers going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Ray.
From the 50, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
That's another Chargers first down.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's the Jets punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A good pickup there, a 22.
And the Chargers.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Sauce Gardner puts it off. And the Jets will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time.
1st down, Jets.
Hey, where are you going? Over 50.
Rodgers now to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. He's got this one completed to Mims. Touchdown, L.A. Denzel Mims, 41 yards. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jets have got it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Now third down and very long.
Get 300. Get 300.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Davis now to return it. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's first down.
Hey, go line. 21.
Herbert. Able to find Mims. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Herbert going to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Rodgers looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Herbert. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Jets are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Rodgers throwing here. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.